Hey guys, how are you doing today? I am Pam, and if this is the first time you're coming to the channel, welcome, 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 welcome. Over here, we like to talk about bougie makeup and bougie fragrances and bougie fragrances and bougie makeup. So, my dears, I said it twice. You did hear that twice, and the reason why you did is because my dear, I like to repeat it twice because I think it's worth repeating. Yes. So guys, you heard me say welcome to the Pam FAM, right? Yes, that means, my dears, I am gonna come in. Yes, I'm coming in. Coming in. I want to hug. Yes, hug, hug. Hug, hug, hug. The reason we hug over here is because we can't hug in physical, you know, with each other. We can't show love or affection out in public or anything like that because we can get sick because Corona is still out there. So we do virtual hugs over here to make sure that you know that I love you, and I'm praying that you love me right back. So you saw the title of the video, so you know what this is about. So I'm not going to keep you here very long. I've got a little bit to go through, so I'm not going to keep you here long. But what I am going to do is say that this is just part one of my haul because the rest is coming. This is my first haul for 2021. It is not a huge haul, not by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a haul nonetheless. If you are interested in seeing what I hauled for my first haul for 2021, stay tuned. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you very, very much for coming back, not walking out the door, not clicking that button. Thank you so much. Right off the bat, I want to say to you guys who just subscribed to me, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For my new subscribers, that's who I'm talking to. Thank you very much. Now for my old subscribers, hey, thank you as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have to say thank you like that because, you know, a lot of times people take things for granted, and I'm trying to make sure that you know that I do not. My dears, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through this very quickly. What I'll do is put the notes up on the screen right over here so that you can see what the notes are or the main accords of the fragrances are, so that way you can figure out if it's something for you, and you can also use it as a reference point, okay? Now, let's get to popping. Let's see what Pam bought, okay? Pam bought MAISON LANCOME Trianon Lavandes Trianon. This, my dears, is not a scent that I was anticipating. How it smelled was how it's going to smell. It actually has a lot of buttery, smooth, creamy, milky, you know, milky like notes to it. Notes that are going to be up here. And I was okay with that when I read it, but what I wasn't okay with was smelling like the first part of the batter when you're baking a sponge cake. That kind of threw me for a loop. Now, is it a bad fragrance? Absolutely not. Is it a good fragrance? Absolutely yes. I'm not just so sure it's a fragrance I'm going to love. I did blend it with, because it gets comparisons to GUERLAIN, but I blended it with GUERLAIN Floral and I liked it better. I also tried blending it with another fragrance I'm going to talk about tonight, and I liked it better, but I'm not so sure this is for me. So I'm going to work with it for a little bit and see first before I determine whether or not I'm going to let it go. And this, my dear, is LANCOME, MAISON LANCOME, Lavandes Trianon. So I'm just go right into the fragrance, the bottle that I have right here. This is Oud Vanille by FRANC OLIVIER. This fragrance is the one I mentioned that I also blended or layered with Lancome's Lavandes Trianon. This is gorgeous, guys. The box it's a very inexpensive fragrance, but it smells marvelous. It has a little bit of, I went to say like vanilla and stuff like that in there. So yep, it's a very pretty scent. Now, does it sell like crazy? Does it smell crazy expensive? No, it doesn't. It doesn't smell like that. I would go as far as to say it's the price point. It could be a good vanilla or good oud vanilla for a fragrance that's for a price point that's, you know, designer. But I think it's better than designer fragrances that I've got in my collection. Actually, I'm wearing this on my left wrist right now, and that powderiness of this fragrance, it's still on there. It ain't going nowhere. It lasts for quite a long time, but it does become a skin scent after a little bit. I've only worn it twice so far, but I absolutely enjoy it. Has a nice plummy undertone to it as well. Again, remember the notes are on there, so please take a look at the notes and see if it's something that you might be interested in. This is FRANC OLIVIER's Oud Vanille. Speaking of fragrances that I kind of was like, ooh, yeah, don't know. This, my dears, is GUERLAIN Santal Royale. I really like the bottle. I like the presentation. It has a sort of nice apothecary look to it. Really enjoying it. Nice and weighty. Of course, black and gold. Truly gorgeous. But what I was having a hard time with is the leather on this fragrance. The leather in here, it is refined, but it has a different smell from the leather in TIZIANA TERENZI's Spirito Fiorentino. The leather in here doesn't go anywhere. The leather in here does not turn into some sort of sweet, succulent smell. It doesn't give me Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait vibe at all. Nothing of the sort. This here, the sweetness is a bitter, dry sweet, which I'm not so sure I'm okay with yet. I know it's hard to come by, so I'm gonna try and work. I'm gonna work with it and see if I can end up liking it. If not, I'll probably have to release it. But this, my dears, another purchase that I made was Guerlain's Santal Royale. So I received this fragrance. It is by Thierry Mugler. Comes in this beautiful box, and most of you who know anything about Thierry Mugler, you know about this line. This is the mirror line, and this is what the box looks like. That's inside the box. Now I am going to be storing mine inside this. I don't know if other people throw it out, but I'm gonna be storing it in here because I don't want it bouncing around. But look at this bottle, guys. Oh my gosh, look at that bottle. Yeah, right? Check out the other side. Yes, look at that. A little bit of 𝘓𝘉𝘅 drive, right? A little bit of 𝘓𝘉𝘅. It looks a little bit like, you know, look at the cap. Guys, this is a beautiful bottle and an equally stunning fragrance. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So this is Miroir de Majestueux. Majestueux. Don't know how to say it properly, I guess. But this is by Mugler, and it is Miroir de Majestueux. It is so sweet, so comforting, but it has like that vibe of a bitterness to it, sort of like a Moby bark. And I'm thinking it's probably absinthe. I don't know if it has absinthe in it. All I know is that I really like this fragrance. It does have a portion of, I'm gonna put a little bit more on me because I really, yes. Oh, this smells like old school money. That's what it reminds me of. Old school money. It doesn't disappoint. It doesn't have a normal, you know, sweet candy, vanilla smell to it. None of that stuff. True to Mugler, it is definitely a stunning, stunning piece. I absolutely love this. I absolutely love this fragrance. It does give me vintage vibe, and I really like that about it as well. But the bottle, the presentation, I would recommend if you know somebody that loves Mugler and you can get your hands on one of these. Again, this is Mugler's Miroir de Majestueux. The way this is presented, I don't see why anyone wouldn't love something like this. And then you could use this box if you don't want, if the person doesn't want to use the box, you could use it for brushes, makeup brushes, that's the sort. But I absolutely love, love, love this fragrance. Not very expensive, in my opinion. I think it was a great buy, and I can see this staying in my collection. Probably my number 2 favorite Mugler right now. And this is again Miroir de Majestueux. Moving right along, we have one of my favorite fragrances. This is, I had a tester and I'm still working on the tester, but this one is by, yes, you guessed it, I'm sure you saw the bottle like that, MOLINARD. This is Oud Magnetique. This is so gorgeous. Oud Magnetique is a gorgeous, gorgeous smell. It's very nice and sweet. I say that a lot, I know I do, but it's the truth. It really is the truth. I put this on. I love the bottle, love the presentation, beautiful rose gold, beautiful amber fluid in there. It's a light amber, but what I enjoy about this fragrance is it's unassuming. It is like totally powdery on me, but nothing. I was like shocked that I didn't hate it or anything, and I kept sniffing my arm when I was using my tester. So yeah, I knew I wanted a full bottle of them, but I absolutely love this fragrance, and I know I had to have it in my collection. And this is Oud Magnetique by MOLINARD. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. And again, the bottle, guys, get a moment for the bottle. It radiates up that rose gold, huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So my next fragrance, guys, I think it's gonna be a shocker for some people, I think, but I said it on my live that I was getting it, okay? And this is Lune Feline. Yes, and this is by Atelier des Eaux. I looked at quite a bit of reviews before I purchased this, but I took one whiff of this when I got a sample from Miss Joanne, and that was it. That was all she wrote. That was it. I was like, I'm buying it. Yep, I'm buying it. Look at that. Gold in the bottle, gold flecks, real gold flecks in the bottle. And I was watching another YouTuber, and she said in order for the gold not to come out on your skin or to not clog the nozzle of this fragrance, you shake it up just a bit gently, right? And then you spray, right? And when you do that, I can still see flecks of gold on my skin, but I can only imagine going out in the evening or somewhere. Oh my God, this is so pretty. So, so pretty. I can imagine myself going out somewhere and putting this on and having like gold glitters on my shoulder and stuff. Yeah. This is another perfect scent for, I think, all throughout the year. It leans, it's very gourmand. Gourmand, gourmand, gourmand. But no syrup here, right? It's very gourmand. But, I'm telling you, if you are not a gourmand lover, you're going to love this. You're going to love it. It turns into a skin scent for me, and I don't mind it. I just wish it projected more. And that's with all skin scents in my collection. I think that I wish that they projected a little bit more. But the thing is that other people smell it, I don't. So I'm constantly sniffing myself to remind myself how beautiful and delightful I smell. All right. So this one I love, and it's forever going to be in my collection. At least I shouldn't say forever, but for the most part, until next year, it's going to be in my collection. And this is Lune Feline by Atelier des Ors. 2020, and this is Magnolia Rosé. I mentioned it on a video on a haul the other night, and I showed it during my collection when I did my collection, but I hadn't talked about me hauling it. So I am really excited to have this. Apart from Roses Peperanza, this is my second favorite in my collection. I have 3 of these. I'll put the notes up here for you. It's just in case you want to, you know, think about it or look into it. But it hosts the very same design as all the other Maison Lancome fragrances. This one, however, the liquid is a little lighter than the Roses Peperanza. The rose just seems to, it's a little different than, yeah, it's a little different. This gives me a little bit more old school powderiness. That's what I get with this. It's beautiful. Again, you could wear this any time of the day, any time of the night, but I would reserve this more for the spring to wear this, only because I think it will blossom with heat. Spring and summer, it will blossom even more with heat. It does, again, have that powderiness on my skin, but I absolutely love it. I sprayed the crap out of this on my skin because I could not smell it, and I walked through the house and my husband's like, "What are you wearing? You got a new perfume, huh?" So he paid attention to it. So I don't know if that was a good or a bad thing, though. Again, my dear, my other fragrance from Maison Lancome line will be Magnolia Rosé, and she is gorgeous. So I saved the best for last. You saw this. I know you're like, what is in that box? What is in that box? What is in that box? For those of you that know me, know that I have, well, most of you know me, you know that I have an affinity for TIZIANA TERENZI fragrances. I do love TIZIANA TERENZI fragrances, probably almost as much as I love, no, not almost. It's close, but not almost. The House of Sillage. But this is TIZIANA TERENZI. This is the first from this series that I purchased, and you heard me say first because that's exactly what I mean. I'm going to get some more, right? But I love the presentation. It is red velvet with the TIZIANA TERENZI crust right here. Crest, not crust. And when you open up this fragrance, look at that, guys. Look at that. A bed of silk and satin, and there she sits in all her gloriousness. Yes. Now you can also reuse this box, right? You can reuse it for other things, to store watches, jewelry, you know, whatever, cigars. But at the end of the day, oh my gosh, I love it. Silky satin, and then she sits there in her bed of silk and satin. Such a gloriously, divinely, luxuriously, yes, it is. Luxuriously, I said that. Fragrance in her, you know, that presentation right there. So this is what the bottle looks. This, my dears, is TIZIANA TERENZI's Halle. Guys, gorgeous. This bottle and this cap is heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Boom. Cap alone, very, very heavy. But the scent, tropic, tropic, tropic. And not just, you know, a basic, I'm going to the Bahamas type of vacation. No, ma'am. You are packing up because you are going to Greece. You are going somewhere exotic but far away. You are going to Bali. You're going somewhere. You're going on a private island. That is what this fragrance gives me. This fragrance gives me that and all 25 more of whatever I could come up in a minute. But I love this scent. I smelled a sample sent to me by Dr. Rose, and guys, that was all she wrote. That one time, I kept sniffing my arm, sniffing my arm, sniffing my arm. Yeah, it's that special. Now, I know that I want some more of this brand. I know I do. Of this line. I just love TIZIANA TERENZI. We all know that Paolo Terenzi is the nose behind TIZIANA TERENZI fragrances. But guys, to be quite honest with you, this man is a
beast.
People say, oh, well, this smells like this and this smells like this, just better. Yes, that's the key word you need to remember.
Better. Better.
Right? He does not, he takes no prisoners. Paolo's coming for my entire wallet this entire year. So I got to run and hide in that red box. Anyways, this is Halle. Beautiful, fruity, delightful, luxurious. It is a queen's fragrance. I am a queen, and it is a queen's fragrance. That's what it smells like. Michelle Obama is who I envision would be wearing this fragrance besides myself. Okay? Love, love, love this fragrance. A powerful, intellectual, sweet, and kind, sexy, but takes no prisoners kind of lady. That is who will be wearing this. Halle. Okay? So again, my goodness. Halle from TIZIANA TERENZI. So my dears, if you enjoyed this and you enjoy this type of videos, please ensure you comment down below and let me know that you do have a good time, you know, listening to me talk about fragrances. And saying that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate you. Also follow me on Instagram, Pamela X Jordan. A direct link is in the description for you to click on, so you can check me out on Instagram as well. Now, if you like any of these fragrances, or you have any of these fragrances and you have any comments or questions about them, or if you want me to do a full-on review of any of these fragrances, please let me know. Okay? There's nothing worse than putting out content that you're not interested in. I want you to tell me what you're interested in and I will make it happen. Okay? Well, I try my best to. Right about now, you'll be seeing some end cards pop up around you. Please go ahead and click on one of those. That'll take you to one of my playlists or a specific video. And the artwork is a direct link to my channel. Click on that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.